What is going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back. We are chilling today. Yo, this is one of my custom jackets that I made. So you can't get this one anywhere, but and my brother made that shirt right there. Shout out to Corey Barb. Yo, today I'm excited because we're gonna drop some strategies of how you can start paying down this debt, right? And hopefully I can get like a visual right here or something. I can help break it down. Let me scoot over a little bit. Okay. So, we want to try to knock out this debt, right? You want to try to be debt free. And there's a strategy you can use. So, the first strategy is if you're still working a 9 to 5 and you have filled out a financial statement, right? If you need help filling out a financial statement, be sure to find a link somewhere, click on my calendar, get on there. I spend 15 minutes with you real quick, breaking it down. We just need 1 month's worth of bank statements. We'll break it down so that way you can see where your money's going. And then, because money is currency. Currency, the root word of currency is current, which just means the flow of money. So when your money comes in, you want to know what's happening when it goes out, right? You don't want to just leave it up to chance. You want to try to control it, right? That's how you produce some real power. But once we get that done, then I can literally show you in this video, today I'm actually going to show you how you can use a simple strategy to knock out your debt really, really fast, right? So it's called the debt snowball. And actually Dave Ramsey talks about this a lot. And it's just very, very simple. So what you want to do is find out the minimum payment of all of your liabilities. And liabilities are things that have an end date. Right? They have an end date. That means one day those things will be paid off and then you will have full ownership over them. Okay? So that's your cars, student loans, personal loans, credit cards, mortgages, anything like that that has a payoff date, you want to label that as a liability. So this strategy it's called the debt snowball and it's for liabilities. All right, that's why we have a liability column because you can watch how this is going to happen. Right? Okay, so say you have all your liabilities listed out and you have your minimum payments. What you want to do is find out that total amount, and that amount will go to that secondary bank account, right? That's why I have 3 different bank accounts, because I'm going to show you how easy this becomes. So you have a certain amount of your percentage of your total income goes to this certain account, which covers your liabilities. Now watch this. All right, it's going to get fun. So what you simply do is you'll take whatever the minimum payment is and you'll pay each one of those items. Eventually, one of them are going to get paid off, and it's usually the one with the lowest total amount. Not the one with the lowest minimum payment due or the one with the highest or lowest interest and anything like that. You want to find out what the lowest total amount. And once you pay that off, you'll simply take whatever payment you was paying to that and then either divide it out between the rest, or what I like to do is just take that full amount and go to the next one that has the lowest amount, and you'll keep going like that. So you can either divide up that percentage to the others, or you can take that entire payment and apply it to the next lowest one. And you're only looking at the total. You're not looking at the minimum payments, and you're not looking at the interest. You're just looking at the total because we're trying to pay them off. That's why it's a debt snowball. It's just rolling, building, 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 building. Eventually, that certain percentage that's coming out of your income to that account will knock out the debt a lot faster, and you'll keep that same amount going. And then when you get a new liability, you just start that right there, and you'll have the percentages already accounted for. That's financial peace. So that way you'll know, hey, things are getting knocked out, it's getting paid for. I don't have to really worry about it. As soon as one is paid off, you just start taking that extra payment and apply the extra payment to the next thing. That is debt snowball. All right, super, super easy and incredible to do. And like I said, when you fill out that financial statement, you'll find your percentages, and you get your 3 different bank accounts. That one bank account will be just for liabilities. That amount will be right there to knock out your debt. And as long as you don't add no more liabilities, you will stay in financial peace till your income increases. Now, watch this. Asset transfers, right? All right. So one of those bank accounts should be for your savings or your investment account. So you should be putting at least 10% into there. So you still have your minimum payments. You're still doing your debt snowball, which is great, right? You're knocking it out. But now you have this asset account. And what I like to use, and like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for entertainment, educational purposes. I'm just telling y'all from my own experiences, right? So you can take that M1 Finance, and I use VOO, the index fund, because it historically it gives you about 10% returns a year versus a savings account, which is about 0.01%, which is not a lot, right? So I'm earning a little bit of money. Every $1,000 I got in there, I get $100. Every $10,000 in there, I get like $1,000. You see how that works? That's way better than $1,000 in a savings account. It's probably what, $1? It's not very lucrative, right? I'm losing inflation. So as my money is saving up in this index fund with M1 Finance, I'm able to borrow from it. So now I will borrow whatever debt has the highest interest, right? Because the M1 Finance, if it makes sense for me to get rid of the interest on the highest one, right? Because that interest keeps building up and it takes longer to pay off something. But I will literally borrow from my M1 Finance. This is asset transfers, right? You still got that 10% going to this account. I will borrow from that, and now I will pay off that debt, right? That debt is paid off. I don't have that high interest. Now, that extra money will go back to my M1 Finance while still doing the debt snowball of everything else. So instead of that amount that I paid off with higher interest, I will simply start sending that money to my M1 Finance or my additional savings account, because get this, the M1 Finance is still thinking that money is in there. You just borrowed it. It still think that money is in there, so it's still growing your money based on that number, and you're still adding your 10% each and every month to it. Now you're adding the amount that you was paying as a minimum payment for that one account with the higher interest back to this account until it's paid off. And then when it's paid off, okay, cool, it's paid off. Now you can debt snowball that into the next thing, and you can pay it off even better. And that is all while still working one job. Now imagine you start being a digital entrepreneur, right? And you start adding the income. How much faster can all this grow? And all that additional income would be sitting into your assets, so that way you're able to take bigger chunks and knock out more of your debt. You don't have to keep following the debt snowball. Because I would recommend a debt snowball if you're continuing to work. If you're just working one job, use debt snowball. But if you're working more than one job, if you're trying to become a digital entrepreneur, definitely try out the asset transfers. It is an incredible process, because you're knocking out interest and you're building your wealth in the process, to eventually that wealth that you're building right there will start to pay off for your income. All right, yo, that is just what I got for y'all, and it's an incredible method. I hope that strategy can work for you. All right, like I said, first thing first, fill out that financial statement. Let's talk. All right, y'all hit me up. I give y'all 15 minutes of my time, and we can go over it, and I can lay it out for you, all right? We watch this video, share this video with somebody. Y'all stay tuned. I got more information dropping soon, and I hope that this helps you out. I love y'all as always, and continue to invest in yourself. Peace.